Every day I wake up, wake your ass up.
The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the guy. We are the Breakfast Club.
Dang, yo,
That was your favorite part?
That was my favorite verse.
Don't
man.
act like I did it. She look at me, damn, NV. Right? No, that wasn't me.
The reason we played that is because every time I hit 30 for 30, I be thinking that
Yeah.
Throw Some D's about to
Same,
come over.
same.
So I'm like, man, play Throw Some D's for once.
Well, let's get in some front page news. If you are stuck this weekend because of the weather, don't worry. Football is still going on. The Patriots are taking on the Broncos Sunday at 3 p.m. and the Rams take on the Seahawks at 6:30 on Sunday. What's up, Mimi?
Good morning, MV, Jess, Charlamagne. How y'all doing this
Peace,
morning?
Mimi
Hey, girl.
Mimi don't look worried about no damn snow.
not at all.
She's in California.
I know,
Over there
that's
in
what I'm saying.
LA.
I am in California, and the high is like 67 today, so I'm.
All right, yo, stop bragging. Damn.
I'm
Chill out.
supervising. Yeah, sorry, y'all. All right, well, we start this morning in Minnesota, where a protest inside a church has now led to arrests. Attorney General Pam Bondi announced the arrest Thursday, saying Homeland Security and the FBI took 3 people into custody. Civil rights attorney Nakima Armstrong, St. Paul School Board member Chantel Allen, and activist William Kelly. Now, prosecutors say the 3 are facing federal charges accused of conspiring to interfere with religious service, a federal offense that makes it illegal to obstruct or intimidate people while they're practicing their faith. Now, the protest, it took place inside City's church, where organizers say they were calling for the resignation of the church's pastor, who also works as a senior ICE official. Now, before she was arrested, Armstrong telling news outlets that she did not disrupt service and said she and others joined the service before speaking out. Let's listen.
We did not rush into that church. We actually went and sat down and participated in the service. And after the pastor prayed, that is when I stood up and asked him a question in response to his prayer. And then he responded to me. And then I proceeded to ask him about Pastor David Easterwood and how is it possible for him to serve as both the pastor and the director of ICE for Minnesota. And instead of responding to me, as soon as I said the name David Easterwood, the pastor said, shame, shame. And that is when I led us in chants, justice for Renee Good and hands up, don't shoot.
I never knew in my life that was a charge, that you to go in and disrupt a church service.
I didn't know that either.
And how come people who catch the Holy Ghost and run up and down the aisle don't get arrested for disrupting the church service?
Because oh my gosh, God is making them do that.
What if I'm in the church protesting Satan and I start speaking in tongues and rebuking Satan? Is that a charge? That's disruption. I'm just trying to figure out what's disruption.
God is leading you. When the Spirit is leading you, that's not illegal.
Oh.
I didn't know that was a charge.
It's definitely, it's called the FACE Act, and it also applies to abortion clinics too.
What?
So
What if I run in there and say, stop! Don't do it! That's disrupting.
You go to jail.
You get charged. Say, stop! Don't kill my baby.
Yeah, it's, the Justice Department is using it clearly in this case. And a federal judge, they granted conditional release to Armstrong and Allen, but the Justice Department, they appealed that decision and they remain in custody as of this morning. And the case is taking a turn online after the White House shared an edited photo of Armstrong's arrest, changing the original image to make it look like she was crying. And the Post did not say the photo had been altered, which sparked, of course, backlash and raised concerns about the government using manipulated images to make a point. And meanwhile, the judge also rejecting efforts to charge journalist Don Lemon, who was also inside of that church. His attorneys say the ruling confirms that his actions were protected by the First Amendment.
You know, it's interesting. No, legally, I guess it's unlawful because you just explained it, Mimi. But ethically, is what I run. Would you run up in a church? I don't know if I would run up in a church.
Nah,
you know what I mean? Because I think about the abortion clinics when you said that. I always see people protesting outside the abortion clinics. I never see nobody go inside. But I would think you would give the church the same respect.
I don't even know how they do that at times, because I'm like, people are coming in there for a service, and it's not just abortion. And people are just out there with, don't kill the baby.
Exactly. You're trying to be discreet, and somebody playing Usher, there goes my baby, as you walk out. Damn.
All right, and really quick, there is a growing immigration crackdown in Minnesota, and it's now putting a face on it. A 5-year-old boy, if you guys heard about this, his name is Liam Ramos.
Yes, man.
Ramos.
Oh.
Yes. So school officials say ICE agents, they detained Lamb yesterday with his father in their driveway after school pickup, and they took the 5-year-old with them. And his family, they said that they entered the United States legally in 2024. They applied for asylum, and they're waiting for their case to be heard. His father has no criminal record, according to the family and their attorney, J.D. Vice President J.D. Vance. He is defending this detention, though, and arguing that federal agents were enforcing the law. Let's listen to what he had to say.
5-year-old was not arrested, that his dad was an illegal alien, and then when they went to arrest his illegal alien father, the father ran. So the story is that ICE detained a 5-year-old. Well, what are they supposed to do? Are they supposed to let a 5-year-old child freeze to death? Are they not supposed to arrest an illegal alien in the United States of America?
Where did they take the 5-year-old?
I'm sorry, Charlotte?
I said, where did they take the 5-year-old?
Well, that's what I'm getting to. The attorneys, the family attorneys say the boy and his father are now being held at a family detention center in Texas. His attorney said that they have not been able to speak directly with him. And of course, this incident is shaking local schools, right? The board of the school board chair said that they held a press conference yesterday, and they said that Lamb is the 4th child in their district to be taken from immigration authorities. Let's listen really quickly to what she had to say.
And as I got out of my car and came around the corner, I heard, "What are you doing? Don't take the child." His mom, like, there are people here that can take him. There was another adult who lived in the home that was there saying, "I will take the child. I will take the child." Somebody else was yelling. They saw that I was there and said, "School is here. They can take the child. You don't have to take them." The other picture that I'm sure you've seen, there's a little boy knocking at the door with an ICE agent looming over him.
Are you accusing ICE of using children as bait?
Yes, I mean it's very clear from the pictures, from the videos, from firsthand accounts. I was there. This is what happened.
Yeah. So, and as this goes on, many are asking how long this enforcement will go on, and they're just saying, who knows? There is no end to this as of right now.
Yeah, I don't know what they expect adults to do. Like, you're putting adults in very strange positions, because I think most adults' natural reaction is to protect the child. And in this world of, Epstein files and, Pizzagate, if you just see a bunch of adults detaining a child and then just taking them away, I think you're going to have a very visceral reaction to that as an adult.
Absolutely. All right, yeah. Well, coming up at 7, a funding fight on Capitol Hill that could decide whether the government shuts down, and ICE is right in the center of it. We'll break that down next hour.
All right. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get back in some front page news. So this weekend, we are supposed to be getting horrible weather, horrible storm. But football will still be in play Sunday, 3 o'clock. The Patriots take on the Broncos. And at 6:30, the Rams take on the Seahawks. What's up, Mimi?
Good morning, MV, Jess, Charlamagne. How y'all doing this morning?
Hey, girl. That's Black and highly favored. How are you, Mimi?
Good, thank you. All right, so we start this hour on Capitol Hill, where a fight over ICE funding is now tied directly to whether the government shuts down. So the House, they've already voted on it. Lawmakers passed a major package of spending bills to keep the government funded through the end of September. And included in that package is funding for immigration and custom enforcement. Now, that vote passed 220 to 207, with 7 Democrats breaking party leadership to support the bill. Now, this was not just an ICE vote. It was part of a larger government spending package covering Homeland Security, FEMA, TSA, and other agencies. Now, most Democrats voted no, arguing ICE's enforcement tactics have gone too far and shouldn't be rewarded with more money. That includes Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal, who explained why she opposed the bill. Let's listen.
This bill increases year-over-year funding to the Department of Homeland Security. It does not put in any necessary guardrails on the ICE and Border Patrol lawlessness that we've been seeing. It doesn't have anything that keeps our communities safe, and it doesn't rein in this rogue agency that's been literally disregarding the rule of law for months now. It includes no accountability to stop these agents from killing people, from violating our constitutional rights. There's no assurances that the administration's even going to investigate the officers who commit acts of grave misconduct or kill people. I will not be complicit in Republicans' efforts to allow these ICE and Border Patrol agents to violate the law and the constitutional rights of people across this country, including U.S. citizens.
You know what I would like to know, Mimi? I mean, where's the money going? Like, ICE is the highest funded U.S. law enforcement agency, but they don't have standardized uniforms. They don't have marked vehicles. It doesn't seem like they have any advanced weaponry or technology. Like, where's the money going?
That is a great question. It was all packed into that big, beautiful bill. The Democrats who voted yes say a shutdown would hurt disaster relief, airport security, and federal workers. while ICE would continue operating anyway. So due to that funding that I just mentioned from the Big Beautiful Bill, and as you just said, Charlamagne, they got roughly $75 billion.
Damn.
Yes, and that doesn't even include the cameras. So they're asking for the funding, which would include, they say, those cameras to watch what ICE agents are doing right now. They're just using their cell phones, and who knows where that's going. But now, as we just said, the House voted, and so now the focus will shift to the Senate. Lawmakers there, they must act before January 30th to avoid another government shutdown. So
it just seems like they move very primitive and look very primitive to be the highest funded U.S. law enforcement agency.
Yeah, for sure. So there's just, there's no regulations around that. And so a lot of the Democrats who voted with the Republicans, those 7 Democrats, are taking a lot of heat as well this morning for that vote. But we'll see what the Senate does. I think they're expected to vote next week, so we'll see. All right, and switching gears for a second, let's talk about hidden fees. So, Envy, let me ask you a question. When you book a hotel, do you want to see all the fees up front or be surprised with a bunch of extra charges when you're checking out?
Nah, I like to see everything up front, and I hate booking and they be like resort fee and this fee and towel fee and this fee, and I be like
fee, fee, all that.
It's a zillion one fees, and then it'd be wintertime, so I'm like, nobody's going outside in the pool, but how you gonna charge me for towels? It's crazy, but yeah, I hate it. I want to see it up front.
Exactly. All right. So you are like most Americans who feel the exact same way. So starting next month, New York City is banning hidden hotel fees. That means hotels can no longer advertise one price and then tack on a mandatory resort destination or service fees at the checkout. And city officials say that if you don't see that fee up front, charging it later will be illegal. Hotels will also be required to clearly disclose things like credit card holds and deposits in advance, so travelers aren't caught off guard when hundreds of thousands, or excuse me, not even hundreds of thousands, but hundreds of dollars suddenly get tied up on their credit card. And so this timing, though, it is no accident. New York is gearing up for a major tourism surge tied to the World Cup. And Mayor Mamdani, he is saying that those hidden fees, they only drive up costs and frustrate visitors. Let's listen to what he had to say.
As we prepare to celebrate the World Cup in mere months, a tournament that has already started to become defined by exorbitant costs that threaten to price people out of the world's game, this will help lower costs and dissuade any business that's operating outside of the law from cheating these kinds of customers. Those who treat their customers fairly will not be affected. But to those who have long approached business as an opportunity to mistreat those who they serve, let today be a warning. If you do not change your practices, city government will change them for you.
Yeah, and this rule is going to go beyond physically the hotels just in New York. So any booking sites that's selling rooms in New York City must now show the full real price from the start, no matter where you're booking from. So bottom line, starting next month, what you see before you pay is what you should get, no surprises.
Yeah, people going to come to New York and find out what we already know. It's an expensive-ass city for no reason.
Nah, they expected
small-ass hotel room going to be $2,000.
They said they expected like 2-3 million people to come for the World Cup, just for that World Cup. And they're saying that people are renting out their basements, their extra rooms, their Airbnb and things, because it was like prices are so expensive. People are looking to make a lot of money during that weekend, because you could probably rent out your room. Usually, let's say renting a room is like $500. Now, during that time, $1,500, because people want to go to that World Cup.
Who the hell got a room to rent, though?
No, I mean, if you have a house, you can rent a room in your house, or rent a basement in your house if you do have something.
Damn, y'all trusting strangers like that?
No.
People are broke. They need extra dollars, so they
I imagine in New York, it's a lot of that going on.
Willing to give that a chance. And just so you know, the World Cup tickets are going to be out of this world. Like, I don't even know who can afford it. Like,
and how all the people even going to fit in New York? It's in New York City.
It's MetLife Stadium in Jersey. It holds 80,000.
Jersey. Oh, right.
Yeah, like, I don't even know how you can afford it. I really don't. Like, tickets, I think they were saying like 15,000 are gonna be some of the cheapest tickets. It's gonna be crazy.
They want to have to decrease them prices, because when they see that they ain't selling like that, they gonna have to be discounted.
I watch it on TV.
Right.
Exactly. And so I'm going to talk to all my bargain shoppers. Jess, you like a good bargain?
Girl, you already know. I'm a thrifter, bargain shopper. Yes, period.
Okay. All right. Well, if you are a bargain shopper and you shop at stores like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, or Ross, you may want to slow down and actually look around, because shoppers on TikTok, they are posting surprise luxury finds, especially at Ross. We're talking designer sunglasses, watches, even high-end sneakers that are sitting right on shelves. And it's not just social media hype. Business Insider is reporting that luxury brands like Valentino, even Gucci, are turning up at Ross stores at steep discounts, with reports also confirming that name brand athletic shoes are selling far less than the typical online prices. And that's by design, because these stores, they buy in excess, and then those past season inventory that brands couldn't sell elsewhere, they rotate it, creating that treasure hunt feel that keeps shoppers coming back. And they also say that this isn't just about luxury finds. The numbers show that more people are heading into these stores compared to traditional retailers. Analysts say that shoppers are just more focused on value, and people are watching every dollar a little bit more closely now.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, the next time you're bargain shopping, just don't rush. You might be standing next to a good find.
Yeah.
So.
Have you found that lately, like with Marshalls and all of that? Like, you see more design on the shelf?
I think it's by neighborhood. So if you go into a really good neighborhood, you can find a lot of good finds in those stores, right?
Yeah, I feel like that's always been the case though. Like Marshalls, TJ Maxx. Like if you got to dig a little bit, but they always have a little something.
But
something.
not as much designer. Yeah, but not as much designer as they have now. Like it's a lot of Karl Lagerfeld, a lot of Telfar. It's a lot of like
when you was out there stealing, it wasn't all of the designer.
No, it wasn't all of that. It was just regular little stuff. Yeah, yes. Oh my God.
Yes.
I used to blow it
or
up
Michael
and
Kors was always the other brand that's always in there. But now they're stepping it up a little bit, basically, is what they're saying.
I mean, the designers not selling. They got to get it off somehow.
Somehow, yeah.
So the outlets or them department stores.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. Well, that is your front page news. I'm Mimi Brown. Follow me at Mimi Brown TV for more stories. Follow the Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app or visit BINnews.com.
Thank you, Mimi.
Thank you, girl.
Thank y'all.
Hold up. Every day I wake up, wake your ass up. The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?